How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you. And how are you?
I'm doing really well. I had a decent day, I can say. Not that great, not
Oh,
too bad. A decent day. How was yours?
Mine was normal.
Normal.
Uh,
Are you searching for something?
is
I mean,
no, something popping on my screen. So,
okay.
is it okay? Am I? Is my video okay? Or
Yeah, if you want, you can just disconnect and rejoin within 5 seconds if those pop ups are bothering you and if there's no way to get rid of them.
no, it's okay now. It's gone.
Gone? All gone?
Yeah.
So, yes, tell me what activities did you tackle today and how was your day overall?
Well, it was quite normal, and I didn't do any specific thing. All the normal thing that I generally do. So there is nothing to share, just a few listening practice and then some pronunciation drill,
That's
and then
nice.
going to take tuitions, and now I'm here.
Okay, you're going to take tuition. So, how did they go?
Oh, yeah, it was good. It was good.
Okay, very well. So, I feel like in a classroom, when you're teaching face to face in a classroom, you encounter different types of students in the same class, right? Some are very obedient, some are a little mischievous, some students are a bit distracted. So, you have to keep bringing them back into this world every now and then.
Yeah,
So, yeah, what techniques do you use to help the students who often get distracted?
generally it happens that if some student, if I'm facing those kind of student who are facing this problem, then I
Hmm.
just let them free rein, that whatever they wish to or
Hmm.
whatever they are looking forward to, I
Hmm.
try to catch up with them in that way, and I try to ask them those questions. For example, if I'm talking about this sessions where I take English
Hmm.
classes, so I generally
Hmm.
ask them their favorite thing, or how to speak on their hobbies or whatever they did, either with
Yeah.
their friend or best friends. So they take interest in that. But if I talk about the academics, where if they are struggling with something, then it becomes strenuous to face them or to help them in those situations. But
Mm-hmm.
I only focus on the simplest ideas, that if
Hmm.
what how would I have felt being in his position, or
Okay. Nice.
how would I have tackled this situation. Maybe if
Hmm.
I were in their shoes, how would my mind work, and what kind of help I would need from others or my teachers or tutors. So I try to think that way, and then behave accordingly. So if that works, it's good. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So then I leave it for time. For example, you were asking about my students. So one of
Yeah.
them got his result today, right?
Okay. Nice. Mm-hmm.
He he performed so poor. Uh, he got C grade, the grade C, so
Hmm.
A B C. So he got C, and then we were discussing that why it was so
Hmm.
bad, because
Okay.
she was. I mean, he was not that bad a student. He should have gotten at least B1.
Hmm.
So we were discussing that, and after that he said that okay, from here onwards I would try to inculcate all the things that you have told me. So
Okay.
it, it happens that sometimes if the students are willing, then only you can help them, because unless they are ready to work, they cannot be helped in any way.
This is such a profound thing that you mentioned. There's also a very beautiful quote related to it. I'm not able to remember it word by word, but it said something like you cannot help someone who is not ready to receive the help. Right? So,
Right.
yes, yes. Absolutely. And as educators, as tutors, you can surely give your learners a path to walk on. You can give them strategies that will help them succeed. But implementing those strategies, walking on the path, again, it's an individual's responsibility. We can't walk it for anyone, right? So
Right.
we would have loved to, but unfortunately, we can't. So
Yeah, right.
I always tell my learners that I would have loved to give the exam on your behalf, but unfortunately, we don't have the provision for that. So you have to
Yeah.
do it on your own. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So
Okay.
let's continue from here onwards.
Yes, yes, Mr. Raj Ranjan, as you say. So just yesterday,
Yeah.
I stumbled on a very beautiful picture that I feel like every educator must take a look at, and I want to share
Okay.
that with you. Okay.
Okay.
So can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
And
very well.
I can see
Um,
the
hmm,
picture, three
hmm.
girls or what?
Three
Three,
kids. Yeah. One, I think
three
this one's a
kids.
boy. Yeah, I think this one's a boy. Yeah.
Okay. And the pot on their head
Hmm.
with some flowers and a lady watering those flowers.
Right. So
So,
I want you to look at this picture progressively in a sequence. Okay. So
okay.
I'll tell you why you need to focus on. Number one, what she is sowing in the minds of her children and what it is blooming into. And of course, uh, this is just a representation of something much deeper, right? I want you to crack what it is trying to represent. So let me remove all the ugly markings and so that you can have a
So
clear.
if I can sum it up in just one sentence,
Hmm,
we can say that we will reap whatever we sow.
hmm. What is she sowing and what is she reaping?
So she is sowing something pleasant in a child's mind, and that's what is being reaped later on. That that pot with a simple flower is turning out in the colorful flowers.
Colorful flowers. So what exactly did she sow? Like there was a symbol, a heart symbol. So what does heart
Yeah.
represent?
So a heart represents the kindness. Here I
Kindness,
guess.
right?
Yeah.
Kindness, love, right? So
Yeah.
many beautiful emotions. So if we constantly cultivate such positive values in children's mind,
Yeah.
how is it going to impact them? Can you share that with me? How is it going to impact them in the long run?
Well, optimism is something that will help somebody in different ways. And if we saw this positivity in the young minds, then only they would be able to tackle with different situations in their
Hmm.
life later on. So
Hmm.
it is definitely going to help them in long run to cope up uh, with different things or different scenarios that will come
Hmm.
their way in their life.
Hmm.
And this
Yes.
reminds me of another anecdote, or a phrase something like this, that
An anecdote is good enough.
yeah, if we want to cultivate positivity, we should look for the activities of a cow. Just
Hmm.
as the cow turns the grass or the other stuff into milk, something
Mm-hmm.
which is unusable into something which is such a useful thing
Hmm.
for us. So we have to turn the negativity into positivity in that way.
Okay. Very nice. Beautiful. Good. Good analysis. Right. We started from something and we have arrived at this point. I mean, your point, which is
Yeah.
a good progression. Very nice. I'm happy to hear that. Okay. Perfect. See, I feel like too much of anything can pose to be a problem later. Any emotion, if you consider. So you tell me, if a child is treated with too much love, protection, and pampering by the adults around him or her, how is it gonna reflect later in their adulthood? Too much of love, protection, and pampering.
Well, too much of love, uh, I would I would not be able to crack it that way. But if we talk
Hmm.
about the pampering, then of
Hmm.
course we are going to harm those people to establish on their own. So those people who are pampered a lot, they can't take a stand or they can't do things on their own, which is not good for them in the long run, for sure.
Hmm.
That's what I feel.
Can you be more specific? You said it's not going to be good, but what is it that's not going to be good? Can you
I mean, the
elaborate?
way I told you that if somebody is being protective in that way, he would
Hmm.
not develop the kind of agility that is required to live in this world.
Hmm.
That's what I
Very
mean
good.
to say.
Okay. This is
Yeah.
good. Anything else? Can you think from other
Uh,
angles as well and come up with more points? Take your time. There's no hurry. Take your time to
I
think.
in between your video got stuck, or maybe mine. I don't know, but I couldn't hear
No
your
worries.
second question.
I just said that. Give me some more things. One is that they're going to lack the agility to survive in today's world. That's absolutely right. Two, three more pointers would surely help. And I just said that you can take your time to think and answer. There is no hurry. Like take 5 seconds,
Okay.
10 seconds, 15 seconds, how much ever time you need. But think calmly.
Mm. Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
So the one thing that I told you already, and the other things that they would not be able to do things on their own. They would
Hmm.
always be in dilemma, no matter which decision they have to take. They would they would think that, okay, should I go for it, or should I consider taking some help from other people who have been
Yes.
helping me throughout my time, this
Hmm.
throughout my life,
Hmm.
this till date.
Hmm.
So that is the second point from my side.
Okay.
And uh, and what else? Yeah, I mean, these things are there, that if somebody is protected this much, they are going to have this kind of problems later when they start living on their own or working on their
Yes.
own. So they would not be
Yeah.
able to it's not exactly, but it might happen that they would not be
Hmm.
able to uh, mingle with others,
Absolutely. Yes.
like the teamwork that is required, the kind of
Hmm.
positivity, or the kind of nature one requires to be in a team and work accordingly. Maybe
Yeah.
he or she will lack in that as well.
Exactly. I agree with you. Again, for these kind of questions, there's no uh, right or wrong answer. It's all about perspective. I always say that. Truly,
Yeah,
I think if a kid is pampered a lot when they're young, they grow up to feel entitled. They feel like, okay, I deserve everything. It's been given to them from a very young age. But
right.
yeah, yeah, that's what I feel. They're going to grow up to become very entitled, and people outside really don't have patience to deal with entitled people. So that is an issue. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Great. All right then. So I feel like whenever we are learning vocabulary, you tell me, is it wise to learn words randomly from the internet, like 5 words for the day, and just learn whatever words come from that section? Is it wise to learn vocabulary like this?
Not at all, because
What is your recommendation? Yeah.
well, my recommendation is something that I have been recommended throughout
Hmm.
this time, and that is that we should always learn vocabulary in context. So I would like to give one example, like the
Surely.
word hunky dory. So it says that everything is peaceful and calm, But when we use that, something is not hunky dory, when the meaning is exact opposite, or if we have not learned in the context, we would not be able to figure out the exact meaning. Why is it
Hmm.
negative or why is it positive? So in that way, we should always learn in context, and whenever we are learning, if we can paint a picture related to that vocabulary, no matter which
Correct.
vocabulary we are reading, uh, in that way, we, we would be able to sustain it for longer. That's what I feel.
Exactly. Yeah. This is very important, learning things through context. And even if someone is learning random words for the internet, once you have the word, try to categorize it, right? Some words are more suitable to be used in the field of education, some in the discussion of politics, some in the discussion of technology. So it's important to categorize it and remember it by context. Very good, Raj. I agree with you 100% on this. Pretty good. I think after 2, 3 sessions today, I felt like you were getting back in your element, because the last 2, 3 sessions, I always said that you're a bit distracted maybe, but today I felt like you're back. So it was good.
Okay, okay.
Good
Yeah,
vocabulary, good sentence structures, great fluency. Pronunciation, you can focus on a little bit. This and these, live and leave, sit and speak.
right,
E
right,
sound, in some context, it has to be extended a little bit more. Other than that, things are okay.
right.
Right? Easy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So if you have any questions or queries, please, Raj, let me know.
Hmm. I can't think of anything in particular.
Hmm. Okay, no problem, no problem. You're making my job very easy, I guess. Okay, no worries. So I think we can wrap up the session then for today.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, have
So,
a great evening ahead and have a good time with your friends and family.
likewise, have a nice time and see you in another session. Bye for now.
Yes. Bye bye. Take care.